Greetings, everyone. Greetings and peace. My name is Neo, and I'm here for the people. Here we go. Got a new video, and I'm keeping this camera at the angle where, at least when I did a test, there's like a light behind me, like a little glow behind me, and I like that little natural effect, natural special, excuse me, taking my time. Natural special special effect. I'm in a really good mood right now. I was listening to some audio, MP3 that was talking about indigo children, indigo adults, indigo souls all together, and what do you call it? And also angels. And it was one of those disclosed TV that I downloaded from YouTube. Listening to that with Doreen Virtue, and she was talking about indigo souls. I like listening to her stuff when she talks about indigo souls, and I like hearing that stuff because I know that I'm one of those indigo souls. I'm certainly one of those. My childhood showed me that. The leadership skills. Let's see, what's the other one? There's a whole bunch of characteristics. I don't want to get into that right now, so I'll go into a whole nother thing. I already got another video talking about in my indigo childhood. This one right here in specific is about another example of experience of intuition. And this one I'm going to title it Premium Rush Intuition. Premium Rush Intuition. And if you haven't seen the movie or you haven't even heard of it, YouTube the trailer Premium Rush. The word premium and rush, R-U-S-H, 2 words. And it's about the guy who played in Inception. The one with the black hair. The kind of like sidekick. And then he played Robin, which at the end of the movie of Dark Knight Rises. Him. I don't know his name. His name Tim something. You guys can let me know what his name is. But anyways, Premium Rush was about him on a bike, being a bike messenger. Because sometimes emails aren't fast enough. Sometimes delivery companies aren't fast enough. So in New York, they have, well, at least from what I heard, they have bike messengers that literally they go from one place, take one item, and then they get on their bikes and then they transport it to wherever it is. And then it was about this guy who can go extra fast on his bike, his mountain bike, his really lightweight mountain bike, and no brakes. He's the only one out of the bunch that didn't have brakes on his bike, and he really depended on his psychic abilities, his intuition. So he didn't need the bikes. He didn't need the brakes at that. He didn't need the brakes at all. And the way he stops, he does like some kind of sideways turn that when they first showed it, I knew that was a special effect, because that just, the way he was sliding to the side, I was like, that just doesn't look right. And the way he was moving on the camera, it just looked weird. So that had to have been a special effect, because I don't know anybody who can actually stop like that. But I would like to see that in person, if somebody really can stop like that. But anyways, he had these psychic abilities that he can go extra fast, and then when he's coming up to a group of cars, like crossing, he can see all of the possibilities. And I talked about this in my advanced intuition video. I talked about what he did briefly, but this one is going in a little bit more detail. So he was able to see possibilities within seconds. And then at the end, like during the movie and after the movie, I said to myself, man, I wish, and I did say wish, and I try to stay away from that, but what I did was I said, man, I wish that I had that ability. And then probably like a week or two later, I realized, wait a minute, I already have that ability. I said, I already have that ability. It's called intuition, and it's highly developed. So for a long time, I've been riding my bike. I love riding my bike. For about 2 years, for 2 years I got back into riding my bike, my mountain bike, and I love it, and it's so fun. Not only for the exercise, but it's fun. It's a fun experience. Walking and riding a bike to me is a totally different experience from driving a vehicle and riding in a vehicle. And it's really exciting. So if you haven't gotten on your bike in a long time, get on your bike. I advise you. It's fun. You can go even around the block or a few blocks. At least do that. It's good exercise. So for me, lately I've been using my intuition even riding bikes, because what I do is, this is why I say call it premium rush intuition. So I'm going fast, as fast as I can, and then regardless of what the light is, green light, red light, whichever one, I literally, when I'm going towards an intersection, I literally just focus in straight and I tune in psychically, because people don't understand that psychic ability is a frequency. You have to tune into that frequency, and then you'll be able to sense things. If you can't see things clairvoyantly, you'll at least be able to sense things around you. For me, it's more of a sensing than anything as far as psychic abilities, aka intuition. So I focus in, and I know when the cars are coming. When the cars are coming, because when I focus in, and then I zone in on that frequency, zone in on it, and then it's like the audio from the outside, it like dampens, and it's almost like a whoop, 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 where I can hear a little bit, but it's like mumble jumbo. So I'm tuning in, and then I can just feel the cars around me. And then if I don't feel any cars coming, I take my hands off the brakes, then just put them on the handlebars and just boom, and just go. Just go, because I always, for a precaution, I put my hands on the brakes just to get ready if I need to at the last second. But if I tune in and I don't feel anything, boom, let it go, and then just keep going. So it's like I don't need to look. Sometimes I look every now and then, but now I'm tuning into my intuition more, and I just use my 360 consciousness, because that's what it is. It's the 360 consciousness. If you know how to do it, because you can take your consciousness, and it's not just your physical eyes that you have to use to be able to know what's going on around you. I use my physical eyes as my extra set of eyes, but my consciousness, I can take that and put that behind my head, and then it's like it literally is a 360 degree view of things, or sense, I should say. Because even when I'm walking, like in the mall or even on the street, it's like, okay, I got my eyes on a few things really quick. I take like a flash, a picture of it in my head, and then I just quickly anticipate where people are going to end up, and I can sense where they're going to move. So I have that, and then also I have my consciousness behind me and in the corner and over here and over here. So it's like I have to make a quick decision extremely fast. Sometimes it's like 0.2 seconds, and as soon as I just relax, allow the information to come through about what's the best option for me, then boom, I just take it. I just go. Sometimes I'll have like 3 or 4 options at a time, but I just go with the closest one that's to me, and then I just go. That's as far as walking. Now, as far as riding a bike, my mother used to always ask me, like, why don't I wear a helmet? Now that my psychic abilities have been developed and my intuition is just amazing, I said to myself, like, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I said to myself, there isn't a need for it. Like, when you have the intuition and you know when the cars are coming and you know when people are around you and you know to just trust it, you can leave a helmet alone. You can literally leave a helmet alone. And considering that you have angels, if you understand angels and how they work like I do, or even more than what I know and understand from what I understand, then you know that you're already protected. You're already protected. It's just that that having that thing on my head just looked geeky. It just it really does, and it looks geeky to a lot of people. Yes, I understand that it can save a life. However, my intuition saves my life. That's what I would say. My intuition saves my life. And my guardian angel saves my life many, many times, especially like I said in the video, months like in September 2012, it's on YouTube, how what happened in the kitchen where the fire blew up, and the way it blew, it went that way. It could have went out this way, but instead it had like a weird curve to it, and then the way it went out was like a and I knew that it was something beyond the physical that stopped that fire. And as soon as I knew what was going on, then that's when I got into spirituality. Like in spirituality, that's when I worked hard and I focused on it even more to understand what's really going on. And now I'm awakening even more than I had been before. I'm coming into more of my true self now. This intuition is just, oh. The reason why I talk about it so much is I really feel that people have to understand that they have this ability and it is possible. But a lot of people think, just like I used to think. First, I used to think when I would hear intuition, I would hear people say women's intuition, and then they would always point towards women when it comes to talking about intuition. So when I was younger, I thought that only women had it. But then when I got older and I started experiencing things here in this restaurant, that's one of the reasons why I love this restaurant, because I've learned a lot about myself here in this restaurant, especially my abilities. And I use this window right here for many, many times to develop my reading skills, being able to read people in telepathy and sensing people's energy while I'm standing right here in this window and they're across the street. And it's like I just know how they're feeling at that moment, and I know a whole bunch of other basic stuff. The minimum is the basic stuff. Sometimes it'll go beyond the advanced stuff, but sometimes, well, most of the time, I won't talk to anybody about the other stuff that I know about them, because some stuff is just really, really personal. So it's like this information just comes to me, and I know which ones to just keep to myself. Don't talk to them about what I know about the other stuff. So that's how deep intuition is. You can get deep information about people, and that's one of the reasons why my fear level dropped tremendously once I understood this ability. It dropped tremendously, and understanding angels and that my higher self is protecting me too, the larger part of me who sees everything before me and who's giving me this information. That's when I was like, okay, I can relax now. And now I go on all sides of towns if ever I need to go, and sometimes I just go just to see how things are on different sides of towns, including the sides of towns that the news considers dangerous sides of town, and also my mother considers dangerous sides of town. And it's actually my family who's more scared for my life when I'm riding my bike 10, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, all the way from somebody else's house to my house across town, which I'm okay with it because I know I'm safe. I know I'm safe. They're the one that's scared. So I can walk anywhere I want now. There's one time I walked all the way from my last apartment to the Greyhound bus station 3 o'clock in the morning. And now get this. This is about 5 to 6 mile walk. 3 o'clock in the morning, a.m. in the morning, just to make the Greyhound bus so that I can go to a city that's not too far from me here in Syracuse, New York. And I just trusted my angels. I just said, okay, you know what? They're going to take care of me. Let me relax and let me just go. And the walk was just perfectly fine. It was quiet, peaceful, and I had my stuff, my luggage with me. It was easy. So it's like once you understand your intuition and you got it together and you know how to use it, which I'm going to help people more how to use it, because I have something, special project that I'm working on now. I just started working on it yesterday, but I'm not done, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. But I'm working on it, and then when I present it, it's going to be through YouTube and both of my Facebook pages, the Neo Oneness 13 page, and also the Wave of Volunteers page, Facebook page. So that's that. So to wrap it up, that was my premium rush intuition experience that I had to share with you guys about being able to sense these cars. Intuition is a frequency that you have to be quiet, shut your damn mouth, and that's something that a lot of Americans is very difficult for them to do because they talk too damn much and they're always talking about stupid stuff. Not all of them, but a lot of Americans talk about stupid stuff, and they are programmed to run around and do the hustle and bustle. However, with intuition, you have to be calm and relaxed in order for the information to come to you. But if you're freaking out and you're panicking, it's going to be very difficult for you to receive the subtle messages. And sometimes when I say subtle, it is really, really subtle. And I'm so happy that I'm able to receive the subtle ones too, because the subtle ones will be just a little, like a little tap. And I'm like, oh, okay, I have to do that. And even if an image in my mind's eye, it'll be like it'll be just quick like that. And that's it. And sometimes I don't even get a chance to see the image twice. Sometimes it's just once. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. But there are times where it'll flash like 2 or 3 times. I don't know why that does that, but sometimes it'll be like, and then maybe a few seconds later, for some reason, maybe if I don't get it the first time, then it'll come back. It'll literally come up like imprints. It'll come up like imprints, and then it fades out. The picture just fades out. It'll go, and it just dissipates like out of nowhere. So that's how clear. I guess I'm clairvoyant too. Yeah, I'm clairvoyant. I guess you can say that too. So that's it. Wrapping it up. My name is Neo, and I'm here for the people. Peace out.